Good morning, beloved. It is a rainy, gross day today, but it's Friday, so that is a happy thing. Thoughts from the car. So this morning on the way to work, I was thinking about forgiveness and how it is so difficult sometimes for us to forgive something that has been done to us, especially traumatic, awful, horrible things where we have truly been a victim. And I was thinking also about the cost of unforgiveness. The cost, not only emotionally to our bodies and how it affects every area of our life, our relationships, how we think about people, how we interact, our goals in life even, but how it also affects our physical health. Unforgiveness affects our emotional health, our spiritual health, and our physical health. And that's why it's so important to forgive even the most atrocious things. In fact, recent studies have come out where they believe that they may have made a link between damage to the hippocampus, which is a part of the brain that controls memories and controls things like that, damage to the hippocampus, which from unforgiveness, finding a correlation between unforgiveness and damage to the hippocampus, which brings up Alzheimer's and dementia. So they found a correlation between those who suffer from those diseases to having unforgiveness in their lives. So when we're talking about the importance of forgiving someone, it really does affect us. And I think that's the point of forgiveness to remember. So important is that forgiveness is not us saying that what the person did was okay or right or excusable. Forgiveness and forgiving a person who has done something to us that is, or said something to us or affected our lives in such a negative way, forgiving them releases us, not them. It gives us freedom, not them. Even if they don't think they did anything wrong, even if they're a terrible human being and they will never admit that they were wrong, it doesn't release them from what they did. It releases you from allowing what they did to control how you're going to live your life. Because unforgiveness controls how we interact with people. It controls the life decisions we make. It controls our entire trajectory in life. Career goals, literally everything. And oftentimes people will say, well, I forgive them. Whatever. But then when you start talking to them about the situation that they have forgiven, they really haven't. Because you hear the bitterness and the anger and those emotions, those negative emotions are being held inside of them. And we oftentimes hold those emotions, those negative emotions, as a form of control because the situation that hurt us oftentimes was that we are finding difficulty in forgiving, oftentimes put us in a position of not having any control. So it makes sense why we utilize those feelings and those emotions to hold onto control. But it hurts us. It doesn't hurt that person that we're not forgiving. It continues to make us the victim. So, In no way am I saying that the horrible atrocities and traumas that may have happened to you, that you just need to forget them and forgive and, move on with your life and not allow it to affect your life and not think about it or not. In no way, please do not hear me say that. What I am saying is, by choosing to forgive someone for what has been done to you is not going to change what was done. It's not going to say that it's okay. It doesn't invalidate it. It doesn't validate any of your feelings about it whatsoever. What it does is it gives you freedom to live your life and thrive in the best way possible. So, this is a tough topic. And it's not easy. And forgiveness is also not a one-time event. Oftentimes, especially for horrible, horrible things where you have to choose to forgive, release that person, release ourselves from being a victim over and over and over again. And it's work. And if that's you and you find yourself living that way, I am so proud of you for choosing to release and forgive over and over and over again. And I'm so sorry that something so terrible happened to you. Truly, genuinely. Okay. So, I hope this doesn't feel condemning, but I hope it empowers you to know you have a choice and that you can find freedom through forgiveness. And if this is something more you'd like to talk about, or you need a place to put some feelings, please let me know. I'd love to talk to you.